of Dr. B, all things mental wellness, life, and joy. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you're aware the next time that a video is released. So, get comfortable here, and I've got my list in my phone to really talk about how to overcome the fear of being independent. And I've been talking a lot about independence in a relationship, independence and asking for support. But yet, there are times where we can fear being out there on our own because it can seem really scary. And so, we're just going to talk about a few tips, go through some fears that people can genuinely have, and just have an open conversation about it. So, the first fear is of failure. And I think that is a fear that people have when it comes to anything, whether it's independence, doing something that we don't feel the most confident in. It's like if I go out there and I'm really on my own and I fail, then what? That can be when it comes to independence and we're deciding to move out of our parents' home and onto our own. If it's having to leave a relationship that you've been completely dependent on and just saying, I don't want to be here anymore, and walking out the door and being by yourself. If it's taking over your finances, this, when it comes to being independent, it can be a myriad of things. It's whatever it applies to you about, but there can be a fear associated with it because you're stepping out on something new. Hopefully, you're stepping out on faith. Like there's all those things, and it's new. You've never done it before, so there's that fear that's there, and it's real, and it's okay that you're having fear. What we don't want is that the fear stops us from seeking the independence, stops us from moving forward. That's what we don't want. The second is lacking confidence. And that goes back to we're doing something new. When we don't have confidence in stuff, it's because we don't feel like we're the expert in it. It's, I've never done this before. I've only done this once or twice and it didn't even turn out good when I did do it. So now you want me to like do this at like 100% all the time on my own with nobody there with me? Mm-mm, mm-mm. We get scared. And our confidence is going to help guide us which way we do or do not decide to go. But it's, again, and it's going to be constant about what can I do to move forward? Maybe I need to work and do things to build my confidence because as I begin to build my confidence, I begin to really work on my mental wellness. If I don't know this particular topic or I don't know how to do this, what do I need to do so that I am confident in it, so that I do feel strong enough to be independent? It goes back to another video that I made about being independent and asking for support. Maybe I need to ask for support as I'm building my independence, and there's nothing wrong with that. The third thing is social pressure. It's friends, it's family, it's colleagues. It could be social media. It's the world that we live in that brings about all these pressures about what you should be able to do, what you should not be able to do, based upon your gender, based upon your race, based upon your age, based upon whatever it is that they've decided to do some type of research on that gets put on us and really pushes us one way or another. And that's not okay. That can be stripping away our independence because I'm looking to my family and they're saying, no, we don't do this until blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but that's not me. I don't align with whatever the heck you're talking about. Our friends can put pressures onto us that make us want to follow along with what it is that they're doing. But am I confident enough to say no? Do I really hold that independence inside of me of saying, No matter what you all are saying, no matter which way that you all want to go, I'm willing to go my own way. I'm willing to take my own path. And that can be kind of difficult because that might mean that I'm kind of standing on my own. And standing on my own can feel alone. Standing on your own can feel as though there's no life jacket there, there's no life preserver there, just in case something happens. And that's not what that means. It just means that you are looking to you instead of holding the hands of everybody else around you and not doing it on your own. There's the fear of rejection that comes with having a fear of independence. Is somebody going to say no? Is somebody going to see that I'm trying to make this step this way and push me back and say I'm not allowed to enter this door? To say I can't be what it is that I want to be. As I take this leap of faith, maybe it's just to get an apartment on my own, but I'm fearful that the leasing agency is going to say, you can't get it. I'm fearful of the word no. The word no is going to happen. I can't say when or where it's going to happen, but it will happen. But let's not be afraid of it. Let's just say, as the example, I'm wanting independence and it means that I need to move out on my own. But I'm afraid that if I move out on my own, someone is going to say no to where I'm trying to go move to. Okay, they're allowed to say no. But what can you learn when they say no? When there is a rejection that takes place, what can be learned from it so that the next time you are going to be independent, you're already prepared and you don't hear that rejection? Having that fear will stop us when that rejection, as much as it might sting, can help grow us and catapult us to something great. There's the comfort zone fear that stops us from being independent. And that's the I'm okay right where I am. This feels okay. This feels good. I'm willing to not even sacrifice, but I'm willing to just deal. I'm willing to settle. That's the word I'm looking for, settle. I'm willing to settle. Am I talking to you? Are you settling with your finances? Are you settling with your relationship? Are you settling with your job? Are you settling with where it is that you're living? What areas are you settling in that you know it's time? Like you know it's time for you to do what it is that you need to do, but you're afraid to move forward. It's time to check those things. Next, it's the fear of the unknown. And it is scary. Like I can't lie and say, oh yeah, the unknown is just fine. Like it's not. It's scary to not know what to expect. But there's some excitement that comes with the not knowing. Like there is like, oh my gosh. But then there is the this is gonna be good. Like this is you're probably gonna trip a few times, but I'm gonna make it. Like I'm gonna be okay. And that's where you're gonna want to be. That's where independence takes us. Independence opens up so many doors. It opens up mental wellness. Like it opens up confidence. It opens up how you feel about yourself, how you view yourself. And if we continue to allow fear of the unknown, fear of rejection, fear of what other people are going to say, a fear of just having to rely on others, we will never move past a certain point in our lives. But yet we're still saying, I want something different, I want something different, I want something different. In order to have something different, we're going to have to do something different. And so I wanted to be real and talk about the fears of being independent because you're experiencing them. And if you're not experiencing them, at some point in time, we all do. We all do. There was the fear for me of just doing this, of being independent and saying, I'm going to step out on faith and do my business on my own, to do this with YouTube, to really put forth effort towards Instagram, to say out loud, I want to work for myself. I could do therapy with people on my own instead of attached to an agency. That's my independent lead. That was, still is an area where it's like, there's fear attached with it. And there is a fear that comes with kind of being on your own, but there is an excitement to it. I'm looking forward to what the next journey is going to be, what the next chapter is going to be, while still acknowledging what I'm feeling. I'm not going to lie to myself, but I'm also not going to allow those fears to stop me. I am turning to people for support because I do not know this journey on my own. And I love the fact that people are willing to connect me to others. So I'm talking to you, but I'm going through this myself. And it's a process. But being independent, like it's helped me so much and just the way that I'm viewing life, my outlook, because I wasn't necessarily fully happy. I wasn't. It wasn't pulling down on my mental wellness, but it definitely wasn't where it could have been. And the moment I made that decision about this is where independence is going to take me, oh, I shifted because this is what I love. This is what I do. So, what is pulling on your mental wellness? Whatever it is, look and see. And that might be an area where it's time to step out and be independent in. Because how you feel about yourself, how you view yourself, is so much more important than making other people happy, saying yes to everything, even though you want to say no. It's so much more important than fearing rejection. It's about you. So I hope this video truly helps you and just allows you to break through walls and become the best version of yourself. And if you believe that this video could be helpful to anybody, please share it. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe so that you are very much aware every single time a video is released. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.